friends. Hope you're doing well. So, I've got some roadblocks, which is, I'm smiling and happy about it. I'm not happy about it. It's quite depressing. So, in my hockey training, somehow I have developed a blood blister in my toe, which, if you've followed me long enough, you know that I have the diabetes, and so that causes issues with my feet, and blisters, and especially blood blisters, tend to get infected, which means can't play hockey for a while. So I'm taking my foot off the gas a little bit with the hockey training. I don't know. I feel like I wasn't going super hard on my feet because I was trying to be cognizant of and my girlfriend constantly is reminding me if you go too hard, you're gonna mess your feet up and you're gonna be out for a while. It's yeah, that's not gonna happen. It happened. And I'm not really sure how, because basically what happens, a blood blister is essentially a blister that kind of forms under the skin, and blood gets into it, and it's just from the same as any blister, it's just friction. And so I messaged my podiatrist, haven't heard back yet, but I already had to take tonight off of hockey. I said normally there's hockey on Tuesdays, and I took the night off, so kind of bummed about it, but it was okay because it seemed like the attendance wasn't great and it didn't seem very organized tonight, so it's man, it's kind of a bummer. So I just, I gotta stay off my toes a little bit, and I'm okay, there's some things I can do to still train. So I got these are foam pads, and actually they make for good tapping sounds. Oh, do the tapping and talking. I don't do ASMR sounds and talking as much as I probably should. There's another ASMR person. It's Dakota ASMR. I forget the usernames of people. But I don't know if he started after me or I think he did. It doesn't matter. Anyway, he does a lot of stuff where he talks and then does this, and I'm I should probably do that. And then I'm just nope. To do the thing that everyone else does that seems to work very well. No, thank you. I would rather be the stubborn jackass who does it their own way. Go check out his channel. It's fun. He has his mom do a bunch of ASMR, and it's just cute. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. No, talk about hockey stuff. Yeah, so I gotta not be on my toes. That's a weird segue. Oh, yeah, so I got these pads. I've got two of them. I tamp on this one too, and then throw that. So there's real soft and squishy. So I could stand on these to, take some of the pressure, the friction off, and then as a bonus, because they're flexible, it's a little harder. They're supposed to challenge your balance, so I can do a lot of the stuff I was planning on doing. I have that super digger game to work on stick handling. I could probably bring these down to the garage and still shoot pucks. And then of course I could do all kinds of things that don't rely on toe heavy stuff. So I have a speed bag down in the garage like that, get the arms working. My exercise bike up here in the apartment, my toes hang over, so if I take my shoes off, then I could still get the pedals in, but it's not great cardio because my heart rate zone never really gets above, I don't really know the zones, but whatever the lowest one is, it's the same as going for an easy walk. So it's better than nothing, but and then I've got my Rogue Echo bike in the garage, which I don't know, I feel like if I'm cranking down on it, it's gonna have to generate some power in the toes, so that might be out for a while. Or the other thing I was thinking was wrapping my toe and then just going forward with stuff and just taking it easy. And the other good thing is the apartment gym has leg extension, hamstring curl, and I don't know what you call it, push leg press, I guess. I don't know. So I could still get some good strength workout in, and I could probably do a lot of kettlebell stuff. It does push into the toes a lot with the kettlebells, so the jury's out on that one. Maybe limited kettlebell stuff, or I could do a lot of knee is here nor there. But I'm just like, okay, try not to get try not to. I spent all day like kind of being depressed about not being able to play hockey, and I went and got a big bowl of mac and cheese, and I was like, mac and cheese, eat my feelings. But now, if I have the day to mourn, now it's time to move on. That's Steve Magnus or Brad Stolberg, I forget, one of those two guys. They write books together, so it's the same thing. Always says like you take one day to celebrate, or you take one day to kind of mourn, and then you just start the next day, get on with the day. So here we are. It's a new day already. It's 2 in the morning. But so got moving on. Okay, how do we train for hockey without being on our toes? That's the question. It's like, okay, well, let's devise some strategies. Big thing. Skill work is going to be big. Balance work is going to be big. Balance work is a little on the toes. But, I could still stick in. I could probably still shoot as long as I keep some soft things underneath my feet. Wrap the toe up. Do some stuff to kind of mitigate that. And then, just in general, I think moving forward, my plan is going to be, I got to get down the weight. I know I've got a little bit of fat to lose, but, everything I do seems to just keep me in stasis. So, my body's adapted to what I'm doing, so maybe I need to step it up a little bit. As far as more fasting, maybe better control over the calories, especially the carbs. I eat way too many carbs because I love carbs. And it's that's my first thing. If I'm feeling crappy, I want carbs. Give me the carbs. Give me all the carbs. All of them. Pour them in my mouth. So I gotta go back. Because when I first got diagnosed with the diabetes, I was like, okay, intermittent fasting, low carb, it worked great. I got down to 240. Right now I'm at 260. So it's down a little bit from the start of the year. At the start of the year, it was 270. So progress, but not enough. And when I got down to 235, which was my low, I valleyed out at 235, but it tended to stay around 240 most days. But I can fly on the ice, and so it's okay, if I can get down to that, even if I don't have as much hardcore training over the next 9 weeks, because that's about how much time's left before the season starts, I'm flying on the ice. It'll make the difference. So diet, I could diet and I could ride the bike, and a little bit, doing that, getting those miles in will, I think, get me there if I keep the diet up and I get the skill work in. So this is where I gotta do that. So that's cool. And I just feel, I think part of the big bummer for me is that it feels like my freelance work is dwindling, and now it feels like hockey's going away, and it's these are two big parts of my personality that are shrinking. So as a person, I feel like I'm shrinking, which leaves the third element of my life is YouTube. I think about that a lot, so maybe I'll pour a little more effort into that, pour a little more effort into being a good boyfriend. I would say pour a little more effort in being a good friend, but I'm such a crazy introvert that I'm that's work. My friends text, my friend is building an office shed, and he's you guys should come out and hang out. And my other friend went, and I was just I'm sleeping. can't be bothered to wake up and go watch someone build a shed. It's not that interesting. I love the guy though. His name's Django. He's a great guy. And the shed's really cool. He's taught me a lot of cool things. And I go hang out with him from time to time. And I hang out with people. It's not that I never hang out. Although hockey is kind of my big social thing of the week these days. It's seeing the same people playing hockey. So there's a little bit of a bummer to that too, I suppose. And I'll probably have to make them, especially if I'm going to be out for a while. We'll see what the doctor says. We'll have to make a concentrated effort to have some hangout time, so I see other humans. Because if I'm not working as much and I'm not, going to hockey, I'm gonna have to leave the apartment to not go crazy. So talking to the camera's great, leaving comments with people is great, but there's something with the face-to-face interaction that probably helps the mental state a lot. So but speaking of the YouTube thing, talking to the camera face-to-face, so I have other YouTube channels. There's there's links down below. I started a new one where I'm making deep reverb ASMR and white noise, so I could throw myself into that a little bit. I need to figure out how to have that set up while having this setup with minimal changeover. I don't really know how to do that yet, but I have a couple ideas I might play with. We'll see if it works out. And then the other thing. Oh, so then I have a channel for creativity and productivity for creatives, stuff with cameras essentially, and how to be a working guy who uses camera things. I was doing live videos every Sunday, and they did it. I mean, they got some views, I think, but it seemed to top out at about 10 views, which is not great. You know, it's not terrible. Like, this channel gets, I would say 70 to 100 views most videos, and I'm like, that's kind of my barometer for like what's pretty good. I consider that pretty good. But I think I'm gonna start just doing, because I was answering questions, and because I wasn't getting a lot of actual viewer questions, I was just going to Reddit and answering questions. I think I'm gonna just break out each question into like a video where I just be like, here's a question, here's the answer, and maybe that way I can spice it up a little bit in the editing, and it'll be more searchable. So that's my idea for that. And then I'm gonna throw myself into the new channel and just throw myself into these 2 new channels and like have some excitement, maybe make some money, hopefully try to get that AdSense going. Because you gotta get to get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, which I am far from on both those new channels. But like, this channel makes like $12 a month, so it's like if it gets there, it gets there. Like, I think when I was like going hard on this channel, like every day, posting every day, I was making like $30 a month. So like, even going all out, granted, I think I was even getting less views then than I do now. So, you know, every now and then I get people comments like, you should have more followers. I'm like, yeah, probably, but like, that would require me doing the right thing, like my friend Dakota does, to actually sit here and tap on this the whole time instead of just like tapping on it for 30 seconds. What's weird, another side note, is that because of guitar playing, my left hand can tap pretty good. My right hand is like dumb at tapping. Like, look, if I do like, this is as fast as the right hand can go. This is as fast as the left hand can go. It's so much slower. Right, so anyway, it's a weird thing. Maybe I gotta work on the finger dexterity. Then I could be the fastest tapper in ASMR, or I'll just do hand stuff. I know that's big. I don't do enough of that either. Hand stuff, ASMR. Hand stuff ASMR sounds dirty though. And there's enough dirty ASMR out there that I'm not getting involved in that. So, yeah, that's what I got to talk about today. The battery's gonna die, so probably should charge that. But yeah, I'm trying to make shorter videos. Well, not necessarily shorter videos, but I'm trying to play with the length and see how it does. So I'm trying to keep them 15 and below, see if that is better or worse. I don't know. Testing stuff. So that's all I got for today. Coming up this week, I've got several POV hockey videos that I'm gonna ASMR out here over the next couple days. Get those edited. I've got like 4 where that are like new, but I'm gonna finish up I think I have like 8 old ones to go through, and then I'm gonna ramp through them, and it'll be really popular. And then I'll be like, guess what? I can't play hockey for like a month or 2, and then that'll just crash because like it'll be super popular, and then like no new videos. But that's life, right? What can you do? Anyway, hope you're doing well, and if not, I hope that turns around for you. And if things are going bad, you know, be sad about it for a day, eat some mac and cheese, and then go to bed, get up the next day, and just go after life with a tomahawk and go kick life's teeth in. Like, let's go do this, right? Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.